Alright, today we're going to be working on the measures of central tendency. It's part of where you analyze your data using mean, median, mode, range, interquartile range, minimum, maximum, lower quartile, upper quartile. We'll be talking about all those as we go through this today. So the mean is the sum of the values in the data set divided by the total number of values in the set. So you add all your numbers up and divide them by the number of add-ins, which is how many numbers you have in the data. The median is the middle value of the mean of the two middle values, or excuse me, the middle value or the mean of the two middle values. If you find the middle value, it's going to be odd. Alright. If you find the mean of the two middle values, it will be an even set of numbers. So that's the difference there. The middle value is a set of data. When the data is arranged in numerical order, values that occur most often in a set of data is the mode. So if you have 4 3s in a set of data and you don't have any other number that has 4 of them, then that will be your mode. All right, here, what we did here is the number of students helping at the cookie booth each hour. And you can notice that I've already worked this problem out. So what I did is I added up the first 7 numbers. So I said 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1 plus 4 plus 11 plus 3, and I ended up getting 35. All right. And then I said, okay, how many numbers do I have? Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 into 35 is 5. So my mean in this symbol, X with a line over it, it means mean. X, or excuse me, not X, but the mean is 5. So then to find the median, we just talked about earlier, you put them in order 1, 3, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11. So I know that I have an odd set of numbers, so I know that I have a number in the middle that will be my median. So I'm going to say, okay, I got 3 and 3 on each side of my median, so I'll put parentheses around those, and the number in the middle I have is 4, so that's Q2. The mode is 3 because I have how many 3s? 1 and 2. All right. Right here, find the weight, pounds of boxes loaded onto a semi-truck. So I'm going to add all these up. So first thing I did is I said 202 plus 202 is 402. That's fairly simple. Then I added 200 and I got 602. Then I added 199 and 199 and I got 398. Alright, so I add those together, I end up with 1,000. 5 into 1,000 is 200, so my mean is 200. Alright, next thing, my middle number. Well, this is fairly simple because if you look at it, this is, instead of least to greatest, it's greatest to least. So my number in the middle still is the same. So pay attention to your values when you look at it. You know it's an odd set of numbers, so I do have a number in the middle. I got 199, 199, and 201, 201. So if you look at this, on each side of it, you have 2 numbers. So the number in the middle is 200. And the mode here, I have 2 modes because I have 2 199s and 2 201s. All right, the 5-number summary is the order of data values before you begin. Order of data values before you begin. Now, you use this most of the time to make a box and whisker plot. So it's just a way to do, it's a plot to show your data. Now your minimum value here is the smallest value. Your first quartile, and we're looking right here, the first quartile is the median of the lower half of your data. The median is the number in the middle, we've already went over it, and it's also known as the second quartile. And your third quartile, or your upper quartile, is the median of the upper half of your data. And the maximum value is just the bigger, not the bigger number, but the biggest number. Each quartile divides the data into 4 equal groups. Okay? Alright, so right here I've completed one already, so I went ahead, put the numbers in order. Alright, and notice I crossed them out as I did so. So I said 309, I crossed it out, 311, crossed it out, 312, 312. Now you look at this. My minimum is my smallest number, so 309. My maximum is 399. Very simple. Smallest, biggest. Q2, or my median, I went and did it first because it's simple. So I got 6 numbers here. So I know that I got 3 on each side. 3 on my lower and 3 on my upper. So the number in the middle of those is 312. So I put 312 right there in the middle. Q1 is 311. All right, because if you look at this, I got 3 on this side, so my middle number here, I got 309 on one side and 312, cross them out. 311 is in the middle. My upper set of numbers, so I split it in half. So I got 3 and 3. Oh, that's only on even. Now, odd, you have one in the middle, and you have to split it. All right, and then so you cross out 312 and 399, and you're left with 314 in the middle. And that's how you find your 5-number summary. All right, here's another example. This is a very long one. And if you notice, I mean, even I mess up sometimes with putting my numbers because I didn't see 18, so I had to put it back in here. So if you look at this, let's see how many numbers we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 on each side, so that's 18. All right, and so I put them in order from least to greatest. My smallest number or minimum value being 16. Our largest value or maximum is 45. Q1. Let's find Q1. So I got 9 numbers on. That's not an even number, so I'm going to have, let's see here, 9, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have 4 values if you look at this. I got 4 on this side and 4 on this side, so that's 19 in the middle. Over here, well, let's go ahead and look at the middle. Notice that on my median, on my Q2, that I have 9 and 9. So these 2 numbers right here are my 2 numbers in the middle, which is 21 and 21. We don't have to figure that out. Now, if you want to, you can say 21 plus 21, all right, and you're going to get 42 divided by 2, and you just go right back and get 21 again. You're just finding the average of these 2 numbers. All right, and let's look here. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, all right, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and we notice that our number in the middle is 24. So that's my upper quartile or my Q3. All right. Measures of spread variation. The range is used to describe how widely all the data values are. Range equals maximum value minus smallest value. So use your maximum minus your minimum. All right. The difference between the first quartile and third quartile of the data is called the interquartile range, or IQR. That's just for your upper quartile, your Q3 minus your lower quartile. An outlier and a data value that is distinctly separate from the rest of the data. One definition of an outlier is any data value that is more than 1.5 interquartile ranges or IQRs below the first quartile or above the third quartile. That would be an outlier. All right. So right here, we find the mean. I'm going to let you guys do that by yourself on this one because I already give you a couple examples. Identify if there are any outliers. So let's look at this, see if we can find any outliers. All right. I see one that definitely is an outlier. All right. 452 is way up there, so I would call it an outlier. All right. So we got 265. I mean, these are a little bit further away, but 250, 210. We got some other values in that range. 35, 65. 10 is pretty far down there. We could maybe justify that 10 is also an outlier as well. So those are 2 good examples of an outlier. If an outlier, there's an outlier, find the mean and median without the outlier. So I'll let you do that. I'll let you use those 2 values. We've already talked about mean and medians. It was affected by removing the outlier. If in my opinion, I'd say 452 because it's that much further away from the mean. All right, let's see if we find any outliers in this. Okay. These all go pretty close, but I'll say that 5 is an outlier. All right. Okay. And 100, 110, 105, you could also range those as outliers as well. So, because those are up there. I don't know, we might leave those. We just call it 190. So 5 and 190 are both our outliers. You could also do 110 and 105 and 100 too, because all the other ones are with under 100. A bunch of them under 100. And then you can find the mean, median. And if there's any outliers, find the difference. I think 190 probably affects it more than any of them on all the hundreds. And the best measure of central tendency, that's kind of depends on the data set that you're dealing with. A lot of people say mean, but if you have a bunch of outliers, your mean may differ. Then you may want to look at interquartile range or median as far as finding your ranges and your and your average number of values. Now, if your numbers are consistent, the mean's not a bad thing to use, nor is the range to find out how far apart your data spread. All right. So that all depends upon your data that you collected. Right here, the cost of 8 different pairs of pants at a department store: $39.99, $31.99, $19.99, $14. Suppose the original price of each pair of pants is discounted by 25%. Find the mean, median, mode, range of all the discounted prices of pants. All right. So, first of all, add all these up. And you know when you add all of them up, I'm going to go ahead and just for time's sake, you guys know how to add decimals. So we're going to use a calculator to do this. 31.99 plus 39.99 plus 19.99 plus 14.99 plus 19.99 plus 23.99 plus 36.99 plus 26.99 equals. All right, and so for my total here, I got $312 and 93 cents. All right, let me check that one more time just to be sure that's correct. 1.99, 19.99, 19.99, 3.99, 36.99, 26.99. Well, I ended up must have hit the wrong button or something, because this is actually 214.92. All right, and we're going to divide those by how many numbers we got. So we look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and this for time's sake, 26.865, 26.865. So our mean of our data is 26.865. All right. Next thing we got to find is the median, so we need to put this in order. So we got 19, and I'm not going to put, just to find them, I'm just going to put them like this. It's easier to write them out. 19. All right. Oh, we forgot our 14. All right, 14. We don't need this anymore. All right, so we got 19, 14, 19. Our next is 23. All right. We got 26. 36 and 39. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So our mean, or Q2, is 23.99. All right. Our mode would be, we got 19.99. We got 2 of those. So our mode, 19.99. All right. And our range, we'll take our biggest number, which is 39.99 minus smallest number, 14.99. All right, 0, 0, 5, 2. So our range is 25. All right. And now, notice we didn't do the 25%. It's because of time here. So if you want to go back and find that new one, you may. But don't worry about finding the discounted price. I just want to focus on finding this for right now. All right, I want you guys to try this one. It's the same thing. You don't have to find the sell price on that either. And that is all.